Oh,
Hi. We're here. How Hi, how's everyone tonight? Hi Bora Bora, hi Ron. We'll give it a second, see if everyone comes in. Of course, I have Diana Bowles, also known as Oil Painter, with me today. And she's been working her Taurus new moon. Ooh. Uh
oh.
Hi Jay. So Diana and I were just in the back talking, and if we tried to explain all of this astrology, we'd probably be here for a couple of days. So we're going to sum it up.
And that's for the rest of the month.
Yeah. And seriously, we probably would be here till the rest of the month. It is so intense. This is the first new moon out of eclipse season, and it's a Taurus new moon at 28 degrees, and it's
quick.
yeah, and it's the last. It's the end. It's the end of the eclipse. It's closing out the Taurus Scorpio eclipse season because then we're going to go into different nodes in July, but we'll get to that in July. Um, this is we are like lining up our ducks, I guess is the best way to put it. Is what do you want to create? How do you want to create it? But focus on that creation. Don't let anything pull you off because there's so much that can. The reason why we're saying that is because there are, just looking down on my chart, there are 8 planetary bodies in Taurus right now. And Taurus is what we manifest on, like, from our 5 senses. It's what we create here. Hi Wiki. Hi Warrior
And
Girl.
Vulcan too. So mine's got 9. Mine's showing 9.
Okay.
Because I
And
have
there's
Vulcan.
yeah, and there's a couple others that I just couldn't fit in because I was writing, and writing. Hi, Grace. And I was like, wow, we have so much creational energy to go forward with, that all those eclipses, all that Scorpio stuff, and the Scorpio's still in the South Node. So that stuff is that we're releasing is still going. And that's an ongoing thing. We're always going to be releasing, creating. But this last year and a half was really focusing us on really, what's your what's your biggest wish? What's your biggest dream? How are you going to go for it? You can't go for it with all this crap hanging off of you. So we got to get rid of that first. So we should be pretty cleared out right now, to the point of we have an idea, we know what we want to do, we know what our projects are, our plans are, our heart's desires and preferences are, and we have plenty of time to go through this. Like the whole next 14 months is gonna, well, the next year is gonna have Jupiter and Taurus, which is magnifying that, giving that extra boost of beautiful energy to create with, right? But uh oh, but and here's where Diana comes in. We have a T square starting tomorrow, and then we have a fixed grand cross in a couple of days. So, if you haven't released everything, this will show you. You're just hitting walls. Let it go, whatever it is. But anyway, I'm going to let Diana explain it. I don't know.
So remember how quick that eclipse was when we had it with the new moon, right? It was boom, and then the moon moved on.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened today as well.
Yeah.
So we, as as we were going through the celebration of hooray, it's the new moon, for us here on the East Coast, it was 11:53. I just happened to look at my clock while I was standing at the counter purchasing seedlings to put in my vegetable garden. Now, how kismet can you get, right?
You can't make it up.
Right? And and then the gal behind the counter and I, who have talked to each other, for 2 years, finally exchanged names. By the time we got done talking, the moon was solidly placed and moving through Gemini. So that's how quick that new moon felt. It's, of course, still within orb of the degree of the new moon itself. However, it moved so quickly.
But it went
So,
over all of those planets and points before it, which turns on a light. I'm just saying that real quick. Go ahead.
right.
Turns on more information, gives us more information. Sorry.
Right. No. So since the 16th, we've been under this T-square that involves Jupiter and Pluto in Aquarius at 0 degrees of Aquarius, Jupiter now at 0 degrees of Taurus, and Mars at 27 degrees of Cancer. So he's getting ready also. So those 3 planets are creating this T-square. And Mars is kind of, he's kind of dawdling, when a planet is getting ready to change signs, he doesn't really slow down, but he kind of dawdles and he kind of gets more powerful, just like something getting ready to go retrograde. It's a moment of power as it stands still. It's like taking that deep breath and then diving in from the high board. So as we're going through this energies, what is going to keep that T-square going is the fact that all of that is slow moving at this point. Jupiter is going to hang tight at 0 degrees. In fact, he doesn't get to 1 degree until
yeah, I don't have that.
Well, I wrote it down.
Oh, Mars is at 29 degrees right now because Mars is changing to Leo, going into Leo tomorrow. So 29-degree Mars in Cancer is probably not as intense, but it can be real emotional. So if you're feeling emotional or if you see people having meltdowns, you'll know why.
Right. And we stepped into that T-square on the 16th, and we were actually feeling it, the energies of it, prior to that.
Yeah.
Because they were all within orb of being in a perfect T-square. Well, now they're there. And with Mars in the morning, we'll be in 0 degrees of Leo. We're going to have a fixed T-square. And then it also becomes a fixed Grand Cross because we have the South Node with Jupiter. And we have the North Node.
Hold on. South Node is Scorpio.
Yes.
South Node Scorpio and North Node
Yes. I drew.
It's okay.
Dyslexic moment.
There's so much stuff. I'm telling you, it's get easily to get
4 pages of notes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I drew the wrong icon. I drew no, it's just a dyslexic moment. I drew North Node with Jupiter. I just said it wrong. Anyway, enough of that. Anyway, so this T-square is also a Grand Cross. And I pay great attention to the nodes because the North Node is the vehicle that gets us to our higher selves. When we are doing our best work, look at your North Node. Where is that? That is the vehicle that gets you to the highest self because our highest self is our rising sign. Hello, the ascendant. It's where we took our first breath. So whatever, as human beings, whatever that sign is, to be the best of that sign is the highest self because the rest of the planets, the rest of your signs will follow with that. And when you get, okay, I'm so tired, what's the vehicle I can use? Look at your North Node. That's the vehicle that takes you to that ascendant. Your South Node lets you know what it is you need to leave behind. Now, I have I have a story. Surprise, surprise. But this is a perfect example of a grand cross in fixed signs and this T square, Talon square, and the fact that it's all triggered in this Taurus season, because Taurus is the first earth sign. It's a fixed earth sign. It is the spring fixed earth sign. And it's the one where we start putting our gardens together, right? So I have been getting ready with my vegetable bed and battling the weather and the frost, and still haven't put the vegetables in. So I began another project, Jupiter and Aries. Begin another project, right? Because I can't do that. I might as well do this. I got to keep moving, got to get the energies out of me, got to get things started. Millions of ideas, can't complete any of them.
Diana's a Gemini, just so you know.
So I've now got the dirt is being delivered to spread underneath the trees that I call the three wise men. I'm sure you've all heard me refer to that before. And out on the front lawn, I have a tree I call the Queen of Everything, because she's the focal point for the decor that I put out for every single holiday, from the Memorial Day weekend to Christmas and winter. So I'm working underneath here, trying to get things cleared out and put away from Halloween, from the last of the winter decor. And I look up, and my 90-foot tree is dead from stem to stern. And I can't just leave it there, because it's an Austrian pine. And that means it does not have a strong root system. It's in the spruce family. It's got this one taproot. And this is a gully that the winds come through. And if it falls over, it's blocking everybody on this street. They will not be able to go to their home. They will not be able to leave their home. So I had to call to have it taken down. So the guy comes. He comes to do things quickly because he understands. And he takes a look around with me. All 5 of my Austrian pines have to come down because they all have Diplodocus. Now, Diplodocus is the dinosaur, but the fungus that it has is called Diplodia rather, but it's been around since the time of the dinosaurs.
Oh, wow.
So it attaches itself to lichen and turns it into carbuncle disease. They get like what is it? They get wounds that just start to weep, and then the lichen attaches to that, and the fungus gets into the lichen, and so it canker sores, and so it drains, and it just causes everything to die. And when he looked at one of the trees that is in a straight line from that front tree, that was dead too. It wasn't going to last another month. And all of them had it. And I knew that. I was trying to, with the dirt, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix this. No. So on the way to making plans and thinking I got all this project covered, nope. Now I was at a standstill for 2 days because I had to wait for him to come back yesterday and cut it all down. It was done in 1 day. Roots ground up, stumps ground up, everything taken away. They worked there was 3 guys on the crew. They got it all cleared out of here, all done on the night before the new moon. And so this morning, the first 2 hours this morning before I got the dogs out, it just got warm enough for me to go out there and start doing this. I was moving dirt because I've got mounds of dirt that I have to now level out, plus where all the tree roots were. I've got to spread all of that, where the trees themselves were, where the stumps were. That has all got to be leveled and graded and spread and start fresh. Now, I was in tears yesterday because I was losing all these trees. But when it was all over with, I looked at that and went, wow, I have a clean canvas. It's been a long time since I've had a clean canvas. So I get to start all over again.
And
That's this new moon is about. It went that fast. We're still within orb, but the moon has moved on and it's in Gemini. And, you know, it's like time to get these projects that we all began in when Jupiter was in Aries. Now we get to quit thinking about so many different things, concentrate on the most important of the ones that we began, and get them completed.
And that's a perfect example of, okay, a Taurus new moon, but that Scorpio south node. Something is going and it's going and not coming back. Those trees can come back.
They can't.
But she can replant, you know, once she gets the ground and the soil right, which is kind of like what Taurus is asking us to do. Get your soil right. What do you need? What would make a good foundation for you to grow from this moment on while you're still releasing whatever's got to go with that Scorpio south node? But I mean, you just can't make it up. That was a perfect story for this, because that's what Taurus is. It's all about, what do we do with our five senses? What do we grow? What do we plant? Which, that's a good idea too. If you haven't done your new moon ceremony, or you can make new moon water tonight, and you can plant a seed. Plant a seed with your intentions, like literally plant a seed in the dirt. That's what Diana's. She went and bought her seeds, got her all her stuff.
Because I did start all of my perennials. I have started from seed. Mm-hmm. So they're all up about this far.
Yeah.
So that's so cool, because now it's time to separate them into separate little pots, because they're going to crowd each other out and start dying off.
I have to do that too. I do.
Yeah.
I was hateful in them.
It was like, you know, Gaia presented me with a ritual.
Yeah.
She actually presents us all with a ritual every month.
Yes.
Because she has needs every month. And it just so happened I'm one of those people who really likes to garden. Mm-hmm. So it all went right along with what I wanted to do. But
that is so awesome. I mean, it's just there, and we all have something similar in our lives that we know we're releasing, and we know that we want to create this new thing, or we're in the process of it. But just check your foundation. Make sure you got all your ducks in a row. You know, Ron says he has a moon in Taurus. So this was the last 2 days was your moon, Ron. And he's finishing projects. And Warrior Girl says squares remind her of a corral full of cows. Very docile until one gets spooked and it becomes volatile in a New York minute.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what we're going to be facing with this T-square and then this fixed grand cross. You're going to know. You're going to hit that wall of what it is. Maybe you didn't know it needed to be released. Or, you know, and that's big. That happens all the time too. It comes out of left field and you're like, where'd that come from? You know?
Right. That's beautifully said, Valerie. And exactly, the dead tree on the front lawn, last thing I expected. I mean, how often do you really look up at a 90-foot tree to the very top of the tree? And I thought my eyes were going to fall out of my head. Aww. I couldn't believe it. Aww. And the funny thing is that, you know, she kept grabbing my hair. And that's not the tree.
Oh, okay.
The dead tree, because, you know, she had no needles on the bottom branches. And so I decided, wait a minute. Every time I moved under there, like taking the hay bales out of there so I can use them out back and blah, blah, blah. And she would grab my hair. And
Mm.
I had tons of broken little branches in my hair. And that's what made me look up. She was trying to get my attention.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, I'm so connected to those stinkers. Those guys out back were the three wise men. There was a fourth one that was set off closer to my barn, off by itself. And he was the other wise man, the one who wasn't at, who didn't make it to the birth of the baby Jesus, but rather was at the present at the crucifixion. It's a story by Henry Van Dyke, but it has a longer story than that, a longer legend than that. And so he put it to words and put it in a book in 1896. And so that story has always stuck with me. And then she's the queen of everything because she does all the seasons. And neighbors would stop and say, oh, we're so glad you moved here. And the house, I mean, it always looks so great. Every season, everything's lit up and blah, blah, blah. And so it was devastating.
Yeah,
and it was like she was saying, thank you for honoring me these last 3 years. I'm sorry I have to go.
And they did mean a lot to Diana. These trees meant a lot. I mean, I'm the same way when it comes to my stuff. Hi, Angela.
Ah, you made it.
Yeah. She says she's lurking. But, and that's, you know, that's like she didn't know until the last minute. You know, this is what happens with this types of energy. There's things got to go. But on the bright side, she has a brand new canvas and can plant anything she wants, you know? So,
well, and out back, there was a fairy household underneath the trees. I mean, like a big door, the whole 9 yards. Because I have a bench under there and it's a sanctuary. And I do Bridget's candles back there during the summer while I'm sitting outside. And instead of, you know, fluffing all that stuff up, I'm tearing walls down now. I'm moving all my stones that were the walls for Bridget's house, you know, and the fairy door and the stained glass that I made that I put out there and all this other stuff. I'm having to tear it all apart. But you know what? It really needed a cleaning.
And that's another thing. Cleaning's a big thing under these new moons. You want to get everything clean and organized. Oh my goodness. It is a lot, but we have this year, really. This year is a creational year. The new moons from November, I don't know if I said this, were 0 to 1 degree.
You didn't. No, you didn't. Go ahead.
And
remind them.
Yeah. And in April, we had a 29-degree new moon eclipse. But up until that, they were 0 to 1 degree. Now, these new moons, starting today, for the next 14 months are going to be in the high 20s, 26, 27, 28, 29. Well, I don't know if there's a 29, but either way, it's going to go by fast, like Diana was saying, and then boom, you're into you're into the next sign. So it's really good to know, you know, what's next month's new moon is Gemini. Yeah. So that day, Gemini starts, you know, work on your intentions, you know, because you get that longer part.
Well, the full moon will come first in Sagittarius.
Yeah.
But is that the 11th or the 13th?
I don't know. I didn't have that. I think it's earlier, but I'm not sure. Let's see.
The thing is that what you're going to find right now is even though the T-square itself may eventually move out of play, because another planet's going to step into position and take its place. And here's the stinker is the moon through all of it next week, because every time you turn around, something else has got a square to something else.
Mm.
Like the sun's going to square Saturn. You know, Venus is going to sextile Uranus. That's going to be great. But then we're going to have Pluto and Neptune. We're also going to have a grand trine. Now, that's going to be in air, all in air signs. And it's a lot of thinking will be going on. And that's on the 29th. No, that's on the 31st itself, right? The 29th, and I'm sorry, the 28th. So the grand trine air is exact from the 29th and then into the 30th, but at 3:38 in the morning here in the east. So that's when it will be exact. So the 29th and 30th is because it involves the moon.
But doesn't this go until these squares go until November technically? Because
Technically, yes, but the worst of it, I mean, June's going to bring us a bit of a breathing spell.
well, that full moon's June 3rd.
Yeah, there you go. I
And that's
knew it was coming up.
11:42. But we'll be back for that too. So
Yeah.
the thing why we keep coming on and calling this the unfolding and what's happening is honestly these last 3 years, maybe 5, 6, the astrology has not been this constant. It is constant and it's big stuff and it's changing.
Well,
it's
even
really
the way we do astrology is changing.
yeah. Everything is changing and it's upgrading.
Yes, because more people are taking an active interest in it. And this is a good thing. This is a good thing. We don't all have to be, I mean, you just have to understand your chart. When you understand your chart, the rest of it kind of falls in place.
Yeah. And it's really, I mean, this is you. This is our divine blueprint that Spirit gave us to help us navigate. It's not all of you, because you fill in the blanks. You're the one who makes the decisions. You have free will, but knowing yourself is priceless. You can't even, you can't put a price on it. Once I started seeing, oh, okay, I'm really not crazy or something. I have this here, I have a really hard aspect, Mars and Pluto in Virgo, in the eighth house, right next to each other. And but anyway, we all have our challenges, right? But this to me is, we keep saying this too. It's like the door is opening to the new energies. We can feel it. A lot of us in the spiritual community, conscious community, whatever you want to call it, can feel that higher vibration is more sustainable. You feel like you have stability in it. So not only are we changing each other individually, we're helping Mother Earth raise up and changing and restructuring the old systems that no longer work. That's all going with that Scorpio South Node too. But that's going to take a little bit of time. It's got to play out. If everything happened all at once, we'd be too shocked and probably wouldn't sustain the hit, so we have to go through this slowly.
Right, exactly. And we have quincunxes, and I don't want to get into them too deeply at this point, but I just want to say, because so many of us here in this community are psychic and empaths and healers and in tune with Gaia and the spiritual world.
Heart-centered, soul-centered.
Heart-centered, soul-centered, sparkly vibrations everywhere. See orbs.
Yes.
Hear voices.
Yes.
People. But the thing is that we're always fine-tuning. We know that. And that's what a quincunx is, or whether it's a 5-point quincunx or a 6 or a 7 or a 3. it's a fine tuning. It's a fine tuning, and you hit a bump. That's Mars squaring Pluto. You hit this bump, and okay, now you gotta fine tune it again and fine tune it again. And so, because we are of that collective source,
Mm.
we can find that harmonic easier.
Yeah.
We know what note to sing to disguise the fact that it's just a little bit off from the guy standing next to me in the choir, you know?
Mhm. And that's I think it's a blessing. It's a magical. It's because we can feel into it. We feel into it because we're not afraid to feel, and that's what really makes our community our community. These are people, all of you. Excuse me, and I mean you're beautiful souls because you're not afraid to feel. You're not afraid to feel the deep feelings that it seems like most of the world's trying to run from. But that's how we connect. That's how we connect to spirit, to our higher selves, to our angels, our guides, our guardians. Um, it's I'm so grateful to be here with you all. Did you want to do some readings and pull some cards?
Sure.
If anyone wants a
Sure. I have to tell you, as I was shuffling my decks to get things, warmed up, every card that just jumped out of the deck by itself, surprise, they were either earth related or star related. So it was either the star card or the magician. I have one came out the hermit, and then pentacles are also grounding earth signs, right? And then one of the oracle decks, Pachamama, came out. So it's just like, yeah, let's read some cards.
This is all about resources. Taurus is our resources, our money, our currency, our best currency is our energy. But what do we
Right.
do with our energy?
Right. He's about things that have value. Value is important to him. Money is important because you can't get value without money. You have to, even if you're penny pinching, you still search for the best value for that money.
Yeah.
So the second house, which is Taurus's home, loves, he's ruled by Venus. He loves chocolate sauce.
Comfy, cozy.
Comfy, cozy silk sheets.
What's your favorite
soft,
drink?
clean dirt under your feet.
Yeah. All your
Even when it's muddy, as long as it's not filled with sticks and stinging nail.
And it is. It's all our favorite things. It's all the things that we get all yummy about, because I love this certain chocolate, or I love this whatever. It could be anything.
Snowflakes that stick to my nose and eyelashes. Brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog barks, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
All right, Wiki would like a reading.
Sure.
He said a reading, nothing specific. Kate is a reading on a new job. Which, Kate, we have to talk about. I'm curious. Curious. Woof, woof. Ron says woof, woof. Oh, Ron wants a reading too. Oh, cool.
I thought it was being the dog that was biting from the song.
Hi, Karen Johnson. Thank you for making it. She made it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, who's first?
Wiki.
And she just wants a general reading?
Yeah, she said she'd love a reading, please. I know, I figured we'd read cards on our new creations. Oh, nice, nice. Let us see what we have here. We need selenite to bless it. I always bless our lives and put everyone in the gold bubble. Just so you all know, I was going to do that live and I forgot. But Kate, Wiki. All right.
Mm.
Do you want me to go?
Go ahead. Yeah.
You're still. All right, Wiki, I got you are the truth seeker, awakening, actualizing, and transcending. It's a pretty cool looking card here. I can get it out of the light. Um, and the little light writing says, "How can you invite more grace to guide you?" Ooh, nice.
Well.
Spirit hanging on with you. You are
Okay. I pulled.
Go ahead.
Did you
Sorry.
pull another card?
I did, but I was going to do this deck too. So
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. Well, I pulled 3 cards.
Okay.
And this kind of goes along with what you said, because you have this sense of being restricted right now about something, right? But with the strength, the inner strength that you have, you're going to be able to break free of this. And once you do, the Ouroboros of completion.
Oh, I love that card.
Right. So you're about to break free of some cycle that has had you restricted. And understand that this has been a lesson in your strength, where you pull the strength from.
All right. So this is the next card for you, Wiki. It says, "When peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. How can you see through the eyes of source energy and prioritize your inner peace?" So yeah, it looks like you're on a peace mission, Wiki. Really cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
really cool.
Taurus.
Yeah, I love that card. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see who is next. I think Kate. Kate was next about her job.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh no, Ron is before.
Okay.
He was like a reading. All right, Ron. Give Ron a reading. If I'm missing anybody. Anybody like a reading, let us know. I know, Vicky, that was really cool.
Does it make sense?
Yeah. I love when we bounce off each other and we're like,
Yeah.
woo, and the message is clear. Spirit. Spirit's here. Spirit's so cool. Or if you have any questions on any of the astrology, put those in. Looks very Gemini. Vicky said, "Hi, Linda E. She would love a message too from my guides." You got it. Karen Johnson would love a reading. Warrior Girl. All right. Okay, I got everybody started. So we're doing Ron. Ron Unconditional Love. And tomorrow night I'll be on Ron's channel with Dream Detective Kate and Jay Marcus. She's coming on for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah, so come and see us.
Well, Ron, 2 cards came out at one time.
Oh.
And the funny thing about these 2 cards, well, I guess it's not a funny thing, but the first one was the 5 of Cups. So where has this loss recently shown up? There's two more things, offers behind you, waiting for you to just turn around, pick your head up, and see that there's two full cups waiting for you, and it's on its way, because the other card that came out with it is the Two of Wands. So you're set your intentions.
Nice.
And I've also got, we have the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. So something that you've been fighting for, you feel as if you've had a loss because of it. You know, the battle has gone on so long, but something new is coming your way. The battle itself is about to end because, dude, you are the mystical shaman.
We got the same cards. I'm not kidding you.
No
Again.
kidding.
Oh my God, he is the mystical shaman. But this first card was anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but free you from a situation that no longer feels good. What is your discomfort trying to free you from?
Oh my gosh.
Is this crazy? And then the second card was Great Awakening. Walk in your truth, stand firm in your light. How can you trust yourself more? I mean, I love it when it happens like that. Oh my gosh. Ron. Ron,
Oh my gosh.
you got to use that Scorpio South node and release it. Just whatever it is.
Use it to your benefit.
Yeah, because you are the
Your bathroom's been repaired, right?
Yeah. Jay's doing laundry. Oh, Jay, you can do my laundry.
Or is it all the snow? Is it getting to you?
Yeah, that might be it too. You know, just not getting out and about as much.
Yeah, thanks for sending it to me, Ron, because we had frost warnings the last 2 nights.
All right. This is Dream Detective Kate. Okay, I'm reading on the new job. Let's see. These ones. Okay, they're saying these ones.
Are you still, is she still waiting to hear?
I'm assuming. That's all she wrote up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Kate. Is it a dream job? I pulled the perfect card for her. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. You know, the Scorpio South node that's helping us release things is with one of the big attractors. So if you release stuff, it's not coming back. Like Diana's trees, you know, gone. I mean, she didn't want to do that. But we all have stuff we gotta let go of. Kate. Did you want me to go or are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll come after you.
Well, here's Kate. Kate, you are the joy seeker. What little victories can you celebrate? Now, we know you love to celebrate. She's the most joyful person I know, I think. She's always... So that's not answering it, though. And then I got, you can radically change your results by shifting your beliefs. What belief is limiting you? And look, that's a Gemini card. There's a 2 in there. Oh my God, she's actually got 2 Gemini cards. Look, because that's 2.
Yeah. And because Gemini is an air sign, she got the wind.
Oh, wow.
So it's, you know, the answer hasn't been made. The decision hasn't been made. It's still up in the wind. Then I got the Judgment card, which is indicating to me that you need to think long on this yourself. You might not really want this job. There's something else that you would rather do. You're just, you might not really want it. It might work out.
That's the feeling I got. And I
Yeah,
got
that too. Yeah, because there's something secret about it. There's something secret about it that if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably not true. Oh,
Temperance. Oh,
we got the devil.
Yeah.
So maybe
keep working on weighing it.
Right? This is maybe not somebody you want to work for.
And then I got a mermaid card for you, Kate, and it's worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. So I know you know that, but this is pertaining to the job, which is telling me something might not be up to snuff. You know?
Yeah, that's the feeling I got too, Kate.
Well, I hope that helped, Kate. All right, then we got Linda E. Hello, Linda E. She would love a message from her guides. Got it. Let's go over here real quick to the comments. Hi, Jenny. Jenny's here. Hi, Amanda Carroll. Oh, she says she accepted the offer, Kate says. But she's ... I accepted the offer. Karen Johnson, sometimes it's necessary to sting some people. Yes, it is. Are you a Scorpio? Oh my God. Do I need to sting someone? Ron asked. Kayla would love a general message too. All right. I wasn't on this part of the feed and Oh, Vicky's in the middle of a bathroom renovation too. Oh, wow. All right.
So, Kate.
Yeah, Kate.
Maybe it's not the job so much as it is what the job has to pertain to. You know what I'm saying? It's like what your duties are going to be are going to be difficult.
Yeah, I don't know. We can always talk about it, but maybe go see what you feel.
Are you working for the prison system?
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, wait. All right.
Just because the devil card came up and the King of Pentacles, it's like.
All right, Linda E. It's all in divine order. Allow. How can you relax into the flow and go with the currents of life? Oh.
The Andean cross. It's all in order.
I love that card too. My goodness. Very cool.
Did you draw another card?
I was going to go with the mermaid deck. I'm shuffling, but go ahead.
Okay. So there's something that you have to study. They're telling you out of love that there's something else that you need to study about. And then that will definitely be the completion. All 8 directions with the ability to go to your higher self.
And I got, have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. So, and This one came up too, and this kind of goes with the one that Diana just pulled about studying something, learning something. Your true tribe can't show up until you do. How can you show more of the real you?
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's scary. You know it is.
So a topic that you want to know more on, go dive into it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, then we have Karen Johnson. She would love a reading too if we have time. Yeah. I'm just so grateful everybody's here. Thank you for coming to visit, hanging out with us. Oh, I got to keep remembering to go back over to the chat. Oh, Jay got the card 10 of Swords for Kate. They may try to work you too hard. Lots of responsibility.
That's yeah, like you haven't been told the whole story yet.
Oh, Karen Johnson does have 3 planets in Scorpio, so you know what that means to be stinging people. I have my midheaven in Scorpio, so I get it on a certain level. Warrior Girl said, Dream Detective Kate, when I saw the Devil card and Valerie had the Temperance, that there is a toxicity in the workplace. You will neutralize it. Huh?
Well, you know she has that skill for sure.
Mm-hmm. And Dream and Kate said, shifting schedules, new learning. Huh.
Shifting schedule.
Yeah, like shifting schedules / new learning. Yeah, Warrior Girl, I like that insight too. Kate said that. Hey, Marcus, Scorpio rising. Like y'all are so intuitive. All right. Get what I'm doing. So Karen Johnson is here. We're ready. Are you ready? If you're ready, go ahead.
I am. Okay. So you've got the High Priestess, and she is about rituals. And you've also got the King of Cups and the Sweat Lodge. So there is, it's a new moon ritual that you need to do. You need to get back into doing rituals. Like I feel as if you used to do them more often. Right?
Let me see what.
And I don't feel that this represents a person so much as it is you wanting to do that, you loving rituals and not doing them as much as you used to. You are the High Priestess, so get back to it. I don't feel that this, I really don't feel that this is a person. King of Cups.
Well, interesting. I got the first thing I got. Anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but free you from a situation that no longer feels good. What is your discomfort trying to free you from? So she's the triple Scorpio. Now see how the Scorpio South Node is coming into play. Everybody's, Ron's got a Scorpio ascendant, Kate's got a Scorpio moon, Jay's got a Scorpio. She is a Scorpio. Something going on here with this. Not only that, then she got, wait till you see this. You heal by releasing, not suppressing. What emotions do you need to feel? And look at that card. That's what are the? It's the circle and circle. What's that called?
Ouroboros.
A maze, or it's a walking circle.
Oh, a medicine wheel.
Medicine wheel.
This is the same thing as the Sweat Lodge. It's a place.
I know. That's why when you pulled Sweat Lodge, I pulled this.
Oh my God!
Wow.
And you have, I mean, as a with so much Scorpio, you are the high priestess. You know the secrets.
Mm-hmm.
You know the secret to your own happiness. That's what that King of Cups is, your own happiness. You know the secret to your own happiness.
Oh, listen to what she said. Karen said, yes, I lived in an ashram for 3 years. I just started chanting and doing the malas. Oh,
Girlfriend.
Labyrinth. Thank you, Labyrinth.
More ritual.
And then I pulled a mermaid card, and it's a new dawn. So you start these rituals again, right? And the worst is behind you. The positive new experiences are on the horizon. You have a new dawn coming.
Perfect. I mean, you just can't make it up, can you?
I love this stuff. I just love it. All right. And we got Warrior Girl. I guess I could put those up here. I forget I can click them and put them up.
Oh, look at that beautiful rose.
I know it.
Such velvet.
That's a Taurus thing. Velvet, nice materials. Comfy, cozy.
My Mars is in Taurus. Oh, yeah. Sedna is at 29 degrees of Taurus, and my Mars is at 29 degrees of Taurus. And since it takes Sedna 2,000 years to go around the sun, and my Mars is my natal Mars, they're not going anywhere. I guess my whole life is about sacrifice and adjustment.
Next, adjust.
Like a funny thing happened on the way to building a fairy house back there. Adapt.
Right?
Okay, calm down. Knock.
I need to shuffle some more. Oh, my legs.
Oh.
Is this one? Okay. Oh, there goes one. This card even looks like your flower almost.
You know,
it says prioritize self-love and care. What do you feel most nurtured and cared for? What do you feel most nurtured and cared for? That doesn't sound. Prioritize. Okay. Prioritize.
Wow.
Look how pretty.
That's a nice card, yeah.
Pretty. And then the collective field is impacting you. Unseen forces in action. How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? Scorpio South Node making its debut with us. And this Scorpio, the nodes are going to change on July 17th. So they've been there 18 months. This is really important to release what no longer serves us, to help release all the blocks. Fire. Burn it.
Fire.
Burn it.
We
Burn
didn't
it.
start the fire. I got fire. And this, and then we have moving out of troubled waters. 6 of Swords. Moving on to easier times by letting go of that Scorpio South node, right? Because the North node is the way, and this is your 3 of Wands. Are the ships taking your message out, or are the ships coming into you? Which is it? Only by that release, and fire brings us like back to the sweat lodge, right? So through the release, you go into calmer times. And you can
Warrior
take a break.
Girl, her North node is in Taurus and South North node is in Scorpio. She's been feeling it. Wow, Warrior Girl.
Lots of release in these cards tonight.
Yeah. And watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. Again, that would be the Taurus North Node. What do you desire? Let go of all that fear and rest. You want me to give you two on these? See, it's like a womb, like a seed in the ground, like a Taurus, like Taurus season. You've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is hard to release the things. Like we said earlier, a lot of things we don't even know we have to release them. You
Right.
know, you don't know what it is,
Right.
and that's going to come real clear by the end of May, with the T squares and the fixed. What is that darn thing called? What is it called? Fixed square. The fixed
The
grand.
Grand Cross.
Oh my god, my brain just went boom. Oh, and Ron's North Node is in Aries.
Mine too, Ron.
That's coming up for you, Ron. That's coming up in the nodes will change to Aries Libra. Libra will be the South Node, and Aries the North Node. And the nodes go backwards, but they start at 29 and work their way back to 0.
Right.
That's why we're at 2-degree.
So I have a Libra rising and a Gemini sun, and I have a Sagittarius moon. I have a Libra South node
That's why
conjunct my Libra rising, and an Aries North node. So I know where you're coming from, Ron.
it is so hard to do yours. My South Node is also near my ascendant. It's in the same house, same sign. It's not really that close, but it's hard because you have to be your ascendant, yet you have to release all those attributes that don't work for you of that.
You know, that Libra trait of balance it actually makes it easy for me.
Oh,
you know, just because. And it's in my first house, and that puts Aries in the north in my 7th house. So it's what's happened.
Kate is her North Node's Libra, South Node Aries. So you'll be restructuring.
Yeah.
You.
Well, this job is changing shifts. So that means you have to work one shift for a while and then you work another shift for a while. Is that what you mean by that, Kate?
It's Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle cards. Kate, sorry. It was going
so nice.
Thank you.
Anybody?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we have. I was just reading the. Okay, that was Warrior Girl, and we have a Kayla. It's our last one. Hi, Kayla.
Hello.
It is hard to do your chart. It takes a lot of attention to detail and practice, don't you think? I look at my chart now and I see something new all the time.
Well, because, stuff changes, right?
And all these asteroids and planetary bodies, right?
And can I just say this about asteroids? They're very important. I look at them as the buttons on a shirt.
Yep.
Because they are, when your shirt's not buttoned right, you don't feel right. And you don't even know it till somebody else points it out to you. Right? And those little itty bitty details are what the asteroids represent in your chart.
Mm-hmm.
So astrology in general is beginning to pay more and more attention to the impact that asteroids have on us.
Mm-hmm. And
because the quick moving planets are bread and butter planets, the way we make our living and get through a day. And the slower planets, Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, they're the ones that we set goals for. And because of the bread and butter planets, it may take us forever to get to that goal.
Yeah, and then they do. They help us, and most of the asteroids are goddesses. You know, so there's a lot of divine feminine coming in. Not because I'm not saying that because women are better. We all have divine feminine and divine masculine in us, and it's been in balance for a very long time. So all these goddesses are coming in and assisting us in creating our way forward as humanity. Jay's North Node is Leo. That's mine too, Jay.
Akela, I'm
Amanda Carroll says she's a Libra moon and straightens well out art wherever she goes. I do that too, but that's a Virgo. Oh no, it's the Virgo. Oh my God.
well, they are pretty sympathetic to each other, that Virgo.
Yeah. Wiki's North Node is Leo. See, this is good. Everybody knows that their North Node.
Yay!
Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. What am I doing here?
Akela, these three cards wanted to stick together and just jumped out. So you are on a new vision quest. You have to keep this together, right? You are on a new vision quest, and it has broken a curse for you. It has broken a curse for you.
And what's that one?
Something that is probably followed you from a past life, because this is the Time Master, right?
That is a cool card.
Right?
Or what deck is that, Diana? Wow.
This is the Shaman Oracle.
Wiki, my moon's in Leo too. Moon, North Node.
Oh, right. And I'd already pulled these cards, so I wanted to show them too, because now that you've broken the curse, you are moving out of troubled waters and moving into something better.
Yes.
And it is a balance, right? But you also have the strength here to lift those two pentacles that you have to keep juggling, because you have to keep working. But you have broken a curse that has followed for a long time. I'm sorry, this is the Four of Pentacles. This is, I said that it's the Four of Pentacles. So whatever you've had to keep close because of that curse, gone. Opened up onto smoother waters.
Wow. You're not even you're not even good.
Akela, I think that's right on. I don't know why, but I just feel like you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I got the first one I got was Great Awakening. Walk in your truth, stand firm in your light. How can you trust yourself more? And maybe, there was something about Diana's saying that may have held you back a little from opening all the way. But then you got this, which is come together, we need each other. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others in the world? But we know that you are doing that. And you have a healing heart.
We both have that big circle on those cards.
Oh, yeah. That one. Yeah, you got this vast expanse, like anything. You create anything from there. And I got healing heart. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. Yes, you are.
Yeah. There's your vision quest.
And
breaking the curse.
Yeah. I love it.
Maybe, and that could just be that you break the curse for other people. But I think you know what I'm talking about. I think that there's, whether it's from a past life, which I'm also getting a feeling towards.
Well, do we want to? We don't have any more questions. You want to just do a read for the group for the
Sure.
new moon,
I
and
love
then
new cards.
all right. I know I do too. We're gonna start doing reading cards every time we're together because we know the astrology is a lot, and it just. But look, I'm impressed. You all know your North Node.
Right? Everybody gets a gold star.
Yes,
Oh, I heard this. Watch this comedian.
warrior girl.
So she was very funny. Her name is Kara Greg,
Uh-huh.
but she's from India, and her accent is pretty thick. She puts it on even thicker while she's doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was very funny, and she was talking about this bindi. No, it's just a sticker. Married women wear it more because they're like, this is where you point the gun.
Oh my God. It's true.
She was very funny.
Wow. Yeah, see, laughter is the best thing. I love watching funny stuff too.
I don't remember what channel. I think she was on Prime. Can't remember.
Vicky, who said Aquarius moves the furniture? I have Aquarius rising, and I'm telling you, I can't keep things clean enough. But I always blame it on my Virgo, so I'm not sure. This is just what I'm saying.
What was the question?
Warrior girl. She said Aquarius loves to move furniture around a lot.
Because Aquarius is quirky.
Keep seeing stuff out there.
Right. It's a fixed sign, but it's also a lightning bolt moment. Oh, this would be better here. This is feng shui.
Yes.
This is, which is a quirky way to decorate, I mean, and quirky is good. I'm not using that term in a bad way. I love quirky. My Jupiter's in Aquarius. It's very quirky. I wear polka dot stripes and checks.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Jupiter and ascendant right there together. But I always thought it was my Virgo, Mars, and Pluto because I was just like, oh my God, you need to calm down, with the cleaning and stuff. But I do that, what you said. No, all of a sudden I'll just see it out of nowhere. No, that would look better there. And it could have been there for 2-3 years,
And you even stopped looking at it, but then it got your attention.
Yeah.
I think, seriously, I talk to my furniture. I talk to the walls.
I do too.
I talk to everything has a soul.
Yeah.
It used to be a tree.
Yeah.
You can't help it. If it's wood, it used to be a tree. If it's paper, it used to be a tree.
Yep. I talk to everything too, and I always thank everything. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, whatever. Because this way I keep my mind on the now movement, and I stay in gratitude.
And because I love antiques, it always comes with a story. And is busy telling me all about it. And I'm a trash picker. You should see the fairy door I got out of the trash. It was from a little kid's playhouse, but it's a good wooden one. It's not, some plastic Fisher Price toy.
I'm the same way. If I see something worthy, it's coming with me if it's sitting on the side of the road.
What'd you get?
I got, you can make it through. Your higher self is always guiding you. And this is for everybody. What wisdom does your higher self have for you? And this is what we're going to do tonight when we're meditating before bed. Always get more information when I wake up and when I go to bed. And then nothing real can be threatened. How can you actively participate in creating heaven on earth? That's all what y'all do. Everybody here is creating heaven on earth, and thank you for that.
Exactly.
What do you get? Oh, I love it.
I just can't. I just can't make can't make this shit up. Okay, I stuck these cards in that deck, separated from each other, and shuffled, right?
Mm-hmm. I've been listening.
Right? What is it? What is a T square? What is a grand cross? It's like a smoky mirror.
Mm.
We can't quite see through all of the corners, right? We can't see around the corners. Smoky mirror. It's kind of cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
And we all have some kind of a curse. Period. Whether somebody has, used God's name in vain and cursed us, or just the fact that well, we've all got a past life. I got burned at the stake, right?
Me too. Yep.
And through that smoky mirror and that curse, we are now in time of transformation. The serpent, this is the north node and the south node. Rahu and Ketu.
Yes.
You cut loose that south node. That's the stuff you let go of. So we're letting go of that curse. We're transforming it. We're what's the other word?
Transmuting.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for, was transmutation, because the snake is about transmutation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're all on a new vision quest.
I love it. Yeah, and that goes right with there.
And Akela, two of those cards were the ones that you got.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the smoky mirror was on the bottom of the deck with yours. And I just didn't show it. And you just can't make this up.
Mm-mm. No, and you know what I kept hearing when you say curse? The patriarchy. Holding us down. Right. The divine feminine. But not just women. No, it's cool. Just not just women. It's everybody.
Everybody. Exactly. Because this heavy patriarchal regime that we have been under for the past 2,000 years has negated the divine masculine as well. This is not just about women. Right. This is about all of us being in that sacred space.
Yeah. Not having the balance, not the balance that would be beneficial for all. There's only the few. And we're going to watch that all play out too in the next year and a half, 2 years, where they keep trying to hold on to get now. What you got?
Well, meditate. But this is the funny thing. I've been sitting here shuffling these cards. This card has been wanting to come out because it has appeared at the bottom of the deck several times, including with those cards that I just had. And I just happened to flip the card, and there it was again. So, okay, it's time to meditate on all of this. Time for our new moon rituals.
Yep. And I got accept heaven's help. So that would you've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. And then I got let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies.
And look, it's Sedna. It's Sedna.
Sedna. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Look at that.
And those two cards go right together.
Yeah.
You prayed for help. And here, I'll braid your hair for you.
Aww. We're really gonna create something magnificent these next couple years.
It's changing.
The collective and individually. Let me see if we can catch up on anything. Thank you, warrior girl. Oh, she said this was great.
Thank you.
all nice cards. Kate said I couldn't have done this without help of the community. Oh, Akila said, sorry. I'm just seeing if there's... Amanda Carroll loves to scavenge too. Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay Marcus says if there's time, can we pull a card? Did we pull a card on her? No, we must not have.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We got time?
I'm just going to make sure I don't have it. I miss anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, Aquarius rising in South Node. Yes, Wiki, we both have that. God. So confusing sometimes. All right, so Jay will be the last one. But we all know we're working on this new... We're just working on a whole new way of living on planet Earth. And we're the ground crew. We're all the ground crew. We get the information from spirit and we make it manifest on Earth, and it's what's been going on. But Kate says we would need an empty bus if we scavenged together. You know it. Yes, we would.
Yeah, I was shopping again.
Oh, Jay, what's coming out for Jay? Something. Oh, Jay, you got that too. Awesome.
Uh-oh.
Oh, cool.
This is
What?
crazy, right? Okay. So I always turn the decks over and look at the bottom cards. So I have to show you. So the first card out of the deck, I love this card. This card reminds me of what's his name? I can't think of his name. Singer, rock star.
Jimi Hendrix?
Huh?
Jimi Hendrix?
No.
Singer, rock star. Let me see. Luminous Warrior.
Luminous
I know who you're talking about. It just slipped my mind. I know his name. I can't think of it. Lenny Kravitz. Thank you. Lenny Kravitz.
You. Yes. Oh my God,
you.
I love Lenny. I can't believe I drew a blank on his name. But
I saw
okay. Because this moon's in Gemini and this my thoughts are uncontrollable. So you are the luminous warrior, right?
Jay.
And the next card that I got was the magician.
Yes, she is.
Right? You're just coming into new things. Well, the card on the bottom of the deck for the luminous warrior was magic.
Magic. You're magic.
And then
she is magic.
And then this is a tower moment, but the tower is about new beginnings. What are you letting go of? The trees are coming down. The disease trees are coming down. And I looked at the bottom of the deck from the Connolly deck, and it's the tower.
Oh.
2 big changes are coming your way, girlfriend. And you're riding above it because here's the luminous sun for the luminous warrior.
Jay.
So the bottoms of the decks coincided with the tops of the decks. Girl.
That's always how I read.
You got big changes coming and they're going to be for the good.
Yep. And I got that. Prioritize self-love and care. When do you feel most nurtured and cared for, Jay? That one.
That card's come up several times tonight.
And then I got everything is a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. What do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? That's a pretty cool looking card too.
Oh, there's that tower. What are you?
Really?
What don't you get? What aren't you getting?
And it's an 11.
break. Oh, there you go. Portal time.
Mhm.
2 towers make look like an 11.
Mm. And then I got, you can make it through. Your higher self is always guiding you. What wisdom does your higher self have for you? See, it's got this a couple times too.
Yes. This is a gifted crowd.
Yeah, we really are. Love these people. I love everybody. A portal. Yeah, warrior girl. Warrior girl was thinking of Bob Marley.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I love Bob.
Yeah. Okay, not that one. They said
He was
not that.
awesome.
I mean,
Excuse me, I need to drink some water on that one.
so many beautiful people. Oh, Jay. Break free. Break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. And look, tomorrow night, you're trying a new thing with us.
Yep. And that hot house you're living in?
Oh, poor baby. I can't stand being hot. Oh, or
There's
too
change
cold.
coming today.
Hmm. And you're always protected. You got your higher selves right there. She knows. She's connected. She's very connected. They all are. Everyone here is all very psychic,
Yeah.
intuitive. Her cat's name is Ziggy Marley. Jay's cat.
Oh, yeah. Haven't heard anything from him lately either.
Mm-mm. All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much. And oh, I'm sorry. Amanda Carroll says, Val, do you know if you're available this next Wednesday or Thursday? I want to book an astro reading. Yeah, girl. If you have my email, it's on the description box below. I can always get you in there. And I appreciate you. Thank you. But Diana and I will be back. Are we coming back for the Sagittarius full moon?
Because my moon's in Sagittarius.
We got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. And that's going to give us, we'll have like a snapshot, 2 weeks from now, see how things are going and how we're manifesting. And we're going to go over the astrology a little bit and then read cards. So it seems that like everybody likes that. I like to include everybody, But we appreciate you very much.
Very much.
Do your new moon rituals. Get your intentions started, and be the love you are. We love you.